Everybody, casting here today. This is Xanxus. I'm actually casting Brigans and Orange Babies one-on-one here. Gonna start pretty quickly. Looks like Brigand is off to a very quick start here. Has a Bravery decision in hand, Excalibur, so it looks like he's going for a uh, quick finish here if he can get the right aura. Looks like Orange Baby is having a little bit of trouble there with his aura. Not sure if Brigand wanted to do that. Looks like he used the Bravery decision instead of picking it up. At least he's able to use some of his moves there. That Excalibur will be great. Possibly a Railgun if he's got one there. Ooh, that is bad. Don't think there's any other way Brigand can get out of this. It's got the Tiger Strength in hand. Is not going to be able to use any of those attacks, unfortunately. No impact, burst, no Excalibur. Can't even use his own shield. Does have the Tiger Strength in hand. Not sure what you do at this point. I think Brigand may just have to possibly walk away here. Try to dodge everything. That's a pretty brutal hell of fire there, so Brigand will have to try to dodge those. Pretty sure that may have been a mistake there, using that Bravery. Maybe it was just a little bit off of it. Comes up with more impact bursts there. Pretty useful move in Pano, but not if you don't have the enough aura to use it. Orange Baby, I think I've seen him use this arsenal before. Maybe trying to set up here for Agonies. We'll be able to use that knife grind there, so that'll be useful. I'm guessing what Brigand will decide to do here is possibly try to dodge those attacks there and wait until Orange Baby has enough life where he can actually take him out with the knife grind, because it doesn't look like there'll be any other skills. Looks like Brigand is only running 3 at the moment. Actually, that hyper kick will be very useful. Looks like Brigand's got something he'll be able to use again. So the knife grind I would use to shield check anything, and then just use the hyper kick there to start doing some damage. So Brigand looks like he's going in. The only skills he's got. Orange Baby, not sure what he's setting up there. Maybe looking for a rebirth, possibly? There we go, yep. This guy has his health back up. Brigand keeps up with the knife grind. Pretty brutal, 5 damage knife grind there. Decides to use the hyper kick. Not much Orange Baby can do here with no aura in hand, so looks like Brigand will just keep the aggression up here. Could be ending it here with that last knife grind and a beautiful dodge there of the Agonies. And somehow Brigand was able to pull that off. Was looking pretty brutal there in the beginning, but somehow manages to win that. Well, I like the decision there of having the hyper kick and a knife grind there, some low cost arsenals just in case of a situation like that. So we're going over to Dawn City here. Seeing Brigand with a pretty decent start here. Arc of Fire, we see the stimulant in hand. Orange Baby seems to be moving up. Uses the Swarm of Moth in a pretty long range there. Not sure if he's trying to set up for something else here. Alright, uses another Swarm here. Brigand watching out for debris there. Making sure not to take 6 damage there from debris. We see another Stimulate in hand there. Blazing Sword. Looks like Orange was possibly trying to shield check there. I think that was a Scars of Battle, so he might be trying to set up for a Memory of Battle here. See aura there Brigand needed. Does he go for the risky play and double Stimulate to have that 4+? Oh, decides to keep the Stimulate behind. Brigand moving in without a shield. Surprise, Orange Baby did not throw down that Enviro there. Good jumping Arc of Fire there. Oh, nice patience there. Orange with the dodge. Oh, that memory of battle could have been brutal. Was stopped by the arc of fire there. Orange decides to tumble off for the agonies hit. Bregan thinking about it. Whether he should use the stimulate again. Oh, he's possibly keeping in hand just in case there's any sort of Amoros there. Perfect timing. Healing water in hand. Orange baby here with the setup of the memory of battle and agonies of death, so we'll see what else he has. Vacuum slash will be very useful there. And the agonies comes out. Bregan decides not to block it, which was a good idea. It would have broken his vacuum wall there. We see a crawler coming in. And just enough aura there to be able to erase the memory of battle. Good timing on it. And we see Bloody Ritual coming in. Guard of Water blocks the first one, second one, unfortunately, but not sure if that was a good idea unless Orange Baby has something to recover his health. It's down to 1. Anything can kill him at this point. Any sort of debris hits him at this point, he's down. We see the Arc of Fire gets erased. The Vacuum Slice will definitely come in handy here. Even if he decides to block it, it will still do some damage and end the game. He's not falling for fake outs. More than likely has a Guard of Water there. When you don't see any sort of reaction there, you can only assume that they've got some sort of auto shield. Yeah. Oh, that was such a good block. I could barely even hear the memory of battle behind him, so. And we know that is doing some brutal damage there if it's able to break the Fortress of Iron, so. Orange moving in, trying to get some memory of battle hits here. Bregan's gonna have to move in. Fortunately, he can trade a hit. I don't think that memory of battle will do 16 damage. He is able to erase that. Bregan here only with 2 skills in hand, 2 skills left. One of them is an attack. He's gonna have to time this Ice Sword pretty good. He knows he's got the Vacuum Wall, but it's a very high cost defense. So maybe Bregan can fake him out. Orange Baby looking to get some distance here, and he falls for the fake out. Alright, we're heading here to the third game here. It's a Storm Refinery. I fought Orange Baby here a couple of times, and he generally tends to run one environment here constantly, so we'll see if he's going back to that same original strat. Bregan here needing a little bit more aura here to start up, to be able to use that heat. Might go in and shield check, possibly. Huh? Alright, gets him to use his shield without actually getting frozen. Bregan holding off for that one. Oh, he uses the crush there to get Bregan down from the sky. Surprise, Orange is using a crush when he's the one who generally runs all the enviros. That return to nature and base is able to use the 2 heats there. Orange Baby finally with the environment there is going to possibly be looking at either hanging or placing it in a spot that'll be a little bit difficult to pick up. Bregan here with a good hand. Re-in. It's not going to be able to combo both the Re-in and the Willow, but can double Willow. And it will break most defenses here. So especially that glacial. All right, this will give Orange Baby a little bit of time to control the environment. Orange Baby will fall off. My feel on this environment here, I mean, if you've played the game long enough, you know how to play inverted. So it tends to either be extremely bad or it doesn't affect most high-level players, which looks like that's the case here. Bregan is able to easily maneuver around with the inverted here, and Orange having a pretty tough time dodging those Rians there. See a Fortress in hand, which would be pretty and he decides to cluster bomb there. So we see a 3-0 victory here from Bregan. Pretty tough one there at the panorama. I pretty much thought that was all in the bag for Orange Baby, but Bregan manages to clutch that win also there. And that's pretty much about it. Have a good night, everybody.